Episode 9.
We're
We're recording.
Yep. Episode 9. I think we should have a better intro.
Okay. What's your idea for a better intro then?
Okay. Mine would be, come and sit with us on the cousin couch.
Yeah.
Or sit and stay a while on the cousin couch. Or something with the name in it. Not just...
I don't know. That just feels so, I don't know, kind of produced. I like the totally indie, like, boom. Episode 9, here's the weird things we're going to talk about. We don't even know what we're going to talk about sometimes. Sometimes, yeah.
That's how you like it.
Yeah. Well, I do like to kind of throw some ideas back and forth just so that, like, when we do come up on, like, a break.
No, when we first started, you wanted to just jump in.
Yeah.
With any...
Okay. Yeah, I
without
do.
any idea.
I mean, I would prefer just to come in and hit record and just hit the flow state.
Sometimes that doesn't.
I know
we don't get to
sometimes
that
it doesn't
state,
work.
though.
Sometimes it doesn't happen, but other times when you hit the flow state, it is.
It's usually when we had planned
so
out what we're going
sick.
to talk about.
Sometimes, yeah. So now I like to bounce a couple ideas back and forth. That way, when we hit the pauses in the flow state, we can bring that up and then keep it rolling at least. But I kind of like the, just the off the cuff. This is how we think. These are the jokes we come up with on the fly. None of this was rehearsed.
Well, we don't rehearse anything.
Well, yeah, I know. But if we do the same intro every time, that's
It's
a little
just rehearsed. It's like, okay, this is a podcast time.
Yeah, they know it's podcast time. They looked up the podcast and they know the name.
Yeah, but what if they forget?
I mean, every time they pick up their phone, they're going to see the cousin couch, title.
Yeah, but like all the great podcasts have an intro. Just trying to, I guess, fit a mold, but
Okay, I guess. I mean, what if we break the mold, though? What if we shake things up? I mean, this is an old dynasty of podcasts. They need new, young, energetic people breaking the mold to come in.
Yeah. I wouldn't say super young, though, for you.
Dude, I'm super young.
You look super young.
Yeah, so I am super young. I feel super young.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Except for that hairline.
Dude, my hairline's great. And now we have the camera to prove it.
Okay, lift it up a bit. Let's see.
Yeah. Oh, if you haven't checked it out, we do have a YouTube short that we uploaded.
Yeah.
So check it out.
And a YouTube channel.
Yeah, and a YouTube channel. And you can check out our last podcast episode with video.
Mm-hmm.
So
the cousin couch.
Yeah, you can see the couch.
See? The name.
Yeah. I'm not saying we don't use the name ever. I'm just saying it's a little like...
Well, I'd like to use the name more.
I don't know, pretentious to be like, welcome to the cousin couch.
What?
I don't know.
It's like official. Seems kind of raggedy just saying episode 9.
I agree to disagree.
Okay. I guess I'll do the intros.
Yeah, you can do the intros if you want.
You're going to want to eventually.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
Anyways, check out
that was our intro.
Yeah. Check out the video on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
And check out the short if you want. It's just a clip from the last episode. So if you've already seen the episode, you would have seen it. But, Gage made it and he's proud of it.
Yeah.
And it cleared like 300 something views in the first couple hours. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Making strides.
We are indeed.
Yeah.
So what'd you do this week?
This week, worked a lot. Played some volleyball.
Yeah, I heard you got your toes in the sand.
Yeah. It's been kind of warm this week.
Nice.
Been able to get out. We have a sand volleyball pit at my apartment building.
That's pretty cool.
So, like, just some people from the apartment complex get together, play some sand volleyball,
Some ladies.
There were some ladies there, yeah.
Nice. Did you take your shirt off?
No, but I should next time, I guess. Maybe get that sweet spike and wave my shirt around like a flag.
Yeah.
Start flexing on them.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you got your wife?
Get your body tanned? No.
No.
I ignored her. And she was like, dang, I have to keep trying.
She chase after you.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what she would say.
I mean, she does say that I ignored her the first time she attempted to interact with me, but I was a missionary, so
so you were supposed to.
my heart was sealed.
Yeah.
I
For
listened to
Jesus
the White
only.
Handbook, except for that 2-week period where we stole a TV and watched Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Except for multiple times on his mission.
Yeah. Well, no. So a lot of those instances that I talked about in the first or second podcast episode or whatever, those all happened within like a 2-week period.
'Cause of the companion you were with?
No.
Or you just had a rebellious phase?
Be probably partly rebellious phase, depression, and we lived with a rebellious missionary 'cause he was a visa waiter about to go to South America somewhere, and he was like, "Guys, I'm not gonna have literally any technology.
Yeah.
Like, I won't even be able to like check email or Facebook really. Well, we had Facebook on the mission. It wasn't just like I won't be able to use that really, except for like at internet cafes or whatever, just to send an email home. So he wanted to like do something
get all
big.
the technology he could.
Yeah.
TVs from the church.
So we were like, all right, we can watch a movie, I guess.
Rick and Morty.
I mean, we all chose to do it, so
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying it was his fault or anything. Like,
yeah.
But he came up with the idea, and then I helped execute it.
Yeah. You were all in on it.
Yeah, dude, I'm an executor.
You're a follower.
Dude, I mean, if you need something done, I can figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
Gage wanted to start a podcast. Dude, I got you.
Yep. He's got the setup.
Yep.
We'll set it up for you.
COO.
Join in.
Wait, is it COO? Chief Operating Officer? Chief Officer of Operations?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
COO.
Yeah, we did decide that I'm COO and Gage is CMO, since he's making the shorts for YouTube.
Chief Media Officer.
Marketing Officer.
Marketing Officer.
Yeah. Don't even know your own title, dude.
No. I'm new to this.
That's why he's coming up with ideas like intros and
yeah, that's why that's floating around in my. You got to get the marketing.
Dude, I've had some good ideas for marketing, I think.
Really?
I looked up.
You are a marketer for your job.
Yeah, email marketing specifically. So I'm really kind of in the weeds of just emails.
Yeah.
But I am around a lot of, other marketing people, which is good and bad, I guess. But you can rent a billboard in Utah County along I-15.
Oh,
It's only you can start at like $150 a month.
It's quite a lot.
Yeah, it's I mean,
for what we're making, which is zero right now.
yeah, compared to podcast income, it's putting us in the negative. But just for like a fun, if we wanted to try it 1 month, we could do it.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
Pull
that'd be
together
awesome.
A couple bucks.
Yeah. I think it would be, better if we had some other sort of thing going on to spark engagement, so that the billboard is more like a second or third thing they see of ours,
What?
If that makes sense. Like, if the first thing you see is a billboard or something, you're not visiting the site. You're not going to watch it. But if you...
But it looks more official on a billboard, though. It's like, oh, that's actually maybe kind of legit.
I guess that's true. We do know a lot of people, so if all the people we knew happened to see it in Utah County, then
maybe they'd
be like, "Oh shoot, they can afford a billboard."
yeah, it must be pretty good cast. Or
It's like, yeah, we just skipped paying tithing 1 month.
yeah, let's get more rebellious, huh?
And we could afford a billboard for our podcast. But yeah, I can stash away a couple bucks. I've also been thinking of putting up, because, our aunts were talking about how they felt like they weren't our target market audience for this.
Which I don't know
And
why they would say that.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Women in their 30 to 50 would definitely want to listen to
they would definitely,
our poo-poo pee-pee
they
jokes.
would relate to all these stories and stuff.
No, but I was thinking our target market audience probably is like guys around our age that also happen to be like LDS. Probably not Peter Priesthood or anything, but the relatively normal
Molly.
LDS, and maybe potentially some Exmos or something would like it. So
yeah, they love that.
I mean, they might think it's funny. I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably. I mean, we're talking about rebelling. against mission standards.
Super.
Yeah. Anyways, putting up flyers at like UVU, BYU, put a QR code on there.
Okay. I
Link.
should graduate first, then we'll do it. I'm just kidding. I don't
Think
even
they'll
go to the.
recognize you?
I don't even go to the school anyway.
Oh yeah, you're all online,
I'm
huh?
online anyway.
Yeah. So it wouldn't even matter.
Wouldn't matter. We could do it right now.
Yeah, we could. It would just cost us to print out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who to talk to about if we can do that, but I know that BYU has a bunch of just like push pin boards hanging up randomly.
Yeah.
So we could just walk around and find
'em up.
all of them. Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be kind of
Interesting
funny.
idea. Yeah. Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, well, it'd just be funny to see your face up on a thing and then
Yeah.
have someone text you and be like, dude, what
What
is
is
this?
this? Yeah, someone you know.
Dude, follow the link, scan
Yeah.
the QR
Yeah.
code,
What
man.
do you mean what it is? It's pretty self-explanatory.
Give us a like and a rating. So you didn't impress any women playing volleyball?
I don't know. No one's told me they were impressed, but maybe I did.
Hmm.
You never know.
How is your dating schemes going? Are you even scheming?
Well, there's light schemes.
Yeah,
Yeah. No heavy scheming yet.
I see.
Maybe I should heavy scheme.
You should heavy scheme.
Give me some
Well,
heavy
if you
scheme
really
ideas.
want a girlfriend, then heavy scheme.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then I guess,
Just kick it.
yeah, just swipe.
Yeah.
On
That's all
whoever.
I've really been doing.
Have you swiped so much that you've ran out of people in your radius,
I've done that before, yeah.
like consistently?
I've done that before, but not recently, no.
Oh,
You like take a break and then they all stack up again.
you gotta get back on the grind.
Yeah. But it never really works out. You know, I've had it for like 3 or 4 years.
How many days have you gone on in those 3 or 4 years? Just from mutual or just from swiping?
From mutual?
Just apps.
0.
Okay. What about the other one?
0.
Hinge?
None.
Oh, Grinder?
We already established I'm not on that anymore.
So you 0 for both?
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, I've had a few conversations and then like you ask them to go out and then all of a sudden they don't answer you. You know? It's like this weird thing that happens.
It's called ghosting. I don't
Yeah.
know if you knew that.
I know that firsthand.
Very well aware.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
What's your technique? What's your strategy?
I usually say, I don't know. Hey, what's up?
Okay, we should role play this. Should we role play?
Sure, let's
Yeah,
try it
okay.
out.
So I am
A beautiful woman.
a 5'5" brunette. That's your type, right?
Athletic looking.
Athletic. Played soccer.
Not necessarily.
Let's set up like a character here.
I think that's good.
Where's she from?
Yeah, where are you from?
Maybe like Santa Quinn, maybe?
Okay.
Like somewhere south.
Yeah, that's super south.
Somewhat rural.
20 minutes south there.
Yeah. Well, from
30
Provo.
minutes
But
south.
now she's going to BYU
Okay.
or UVU
She's at Provo. She's in
college.
Provo now.
She's in your area. She puts Mario Kart Master on her profile.
Mario Kart Master. Okay.
Yeah. Well, 'cause I feel like a lot of people put that.
Yeah,
and
they
it's
say,
like they actually
I
suck
can
at
destroy
Mario
you
Kart.
at Mario Kart.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm
no,
like,
you
okay.
can't, dude.
Yeah.
Do you even know how to drift?
Yeah. I think we're a little overconfident here.
Yeah.
Though some girls do look like, yeah, you would be good at Mario Kart, you know?
Those ones you don't swipe on.
I haven't swiped on those yet.
Oh, dude, I forgot to bring water over here. But okay,
Uh-oh,
so
just choking up.
we
So-
match.
Match, yeah.
What do you say? 'Cause I'm not starting the conversation.
Okay, I'll say, there's no way you could beat me at Mario Kart.
And then I just never
Little-
respond.
and then he ghosts, yeah.
I'd be like,
So that was a bad one.
no.
that gets the competitive juices flowing. She's
Yeah,
saying,
okay. Yeah, 'cause
uh,
she is competitive 'cause she
yeah.
plays sports and stuff. Okay. I'm forgetting my own character here. No,
girl.
you're wrong.
5'5".
I definitely could beat you. Winky face.
Winky face, good sign. Okay, so then I say back. Yeah, right. We should play sometime. Or something like that.
We should play sometime.
How about,
You gotta be more competitive.
okay, send me your gamer tag on Switch.
Is Mario Kart on Twitch?
Switch.
Switch?
Switch.
Oh, Switch.
Nintendo?
Oh, yeah, 'cause it's a Nintendo thing. Okay. So wait, can you play just like
I mean, you can play online, I think.
Oh, don't do that.
No, don't
Yeah,
do that.
you want to meet up.
No. Just add me on Discord.
What? That's a good step, I guess.
We'll just play on Discord.
I'll beat you anytime, anywhere.
All right. My place, 6 o'clock. Thursday.
What's your address?
Send her my address.
Okay, cool. It's a date then. Winky face.
Another winky face. Good sign. And then we're playing Mario Kart.
Okay, let me play harder to get.
Okay.
Let's
I
do
mean, that was
another.
pretty difficult.
Okay, that was easy.
No, that was too easy.
That was easy, yeah. For winky face on the second text. No girl's gonna send you a winky text. Winky face on the second text.
The winky taste.
The winky text.
Okay. I saw that you like to hike. Yeah, that's a send.
Hey, I saw you like to hike.
Yeah, she's got
That's
a
a
hiking
message?
picture.
How would I respond to that as a woman? Yeah, I do.
Sweet.
Send.
Me too.
Cool.
Do you like to hike sometime? Go on a hike sometime?
Yeah, I'm actually going on a hike this weekend.
Cool. Could I
I'll let you know later.
Cool, can't wait. You think I'm in?
Ooh, I don't hold your breath.
Okay.
Dude, yeah, this is tough. This is tough.
Dating scene's tough, especially when you're put on the spot like this.
Yeah,
Usually I have time to think through the text.
pull out your phone. Let's do one right now.
No. No.
All right, fine.
No, that's a bad idea. Because then it would just be sending one text and we wouldn't get a response back, you know?
But we could formulate the perfect first text. If there is one, which
I
there
don't
probably
think
isn't.
There isn't one.
I don't know. But there is better ones than others.
Not as good as what I said, though.
What was that again? The Mario
I
Kart
saw
one?
you like to hike.
So you like hiking? I don't know. Those ones never worked out for me
You said
when
that
I
a
was
lot?
on the apps. I would usually start with like, what's your favorite snack food?
Nice. It's got game.
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its. I had some Cheez-Its today.
Dude, Cheez-Its are good.
The extra toasted ones.
Ooh, very good.
Those are good. And the white cheddar ones. Pretty
Mhm.
much all Cheez-Its are pretty good.
Ooh, the white cheddar ones. Those are the ones that have the
Dust.
dust on it, right?
Yeah, one time-
those are good.
My roommate bought a box that was dustless.
What?
There was no dust on his white cheddar Cheez-Its.
Is that like a thing that they actually sell, or this was
No,
like
it was
an
a
anomaly?
manufacturer error.
Whoa! Did he get a refund?
No, he gave them to me.
Worked out in the end, I guess.
Yeah, he said, "You want them? Sure. I'll take them."
Dang. Yeah, chips and crackers and cookies and stuff can't have in the house.
'Cause you'd eat them all.
I'll crush the entire thing by myself. Sun chips, give me a bag of Harvest Cheddar Sun chips. I'll eat the whole bag by myself
Those are good.
in like,
Well,
24
I like
hours.
the garden salsa.
can't really do that one.
Oh.
I'm a Harvest
Bad
Cheddar all the
stomach.
way. Or the original are all right if it's the small bag.
Yeah.
Harvest
Yeah.
Cheddar would be my last choice. I'd choose the green bag over the Harvest Cheddar, I think.
What's that flavor?
I think it's like a onion something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sour cream and onion? That's
Probably. I don't know.
usually the common one.
Yeah, I pretty much exclusively eat Harvest Cheddar Sun chips.
The problem with Sun Chips, though, is that, like, they're pretty expensive, and they give you half a bag, and the bag is pretty small.
Yeah.
Like I bought some Sun Chips a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't really worth the money for what I got. I ate it, and they're pretty light, so you do eat a lot.
Yeah. You go through them fast.
I don't know.
Yeah, recently I've picked up getting like the Ruffles wavy chips with the sour cream dip.
Oh.
Or like the ranch dip.
Yeah.
You know, that comes prepackaged. That's a good snack.
Prepackaged dip.
Yeah, you know, like in the glass
like on the
jar.
side, yeah.
They sell them right next to the chips.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Huh.
The Tostitos dips.
Yeah.
The cheddar one is also really good. The like nacho,
cheese,
the queso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oof.
White cheddar.
I haven't done
one?
white cheddar.
White queso.
Haven't done that.
pretty
I've had it at Applebee's though.
White
I
cheddar.
wonder if it's the same thing. I wonder if
Yeah,
they
they
just
just
crack
have
open a jar and heat it up.
Probably. I heard they microwave their food at one point, so.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It's Applebee's.
Yeah. Chili's is better.
I haven't been to a restaurant like that in a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should go.
Or is Outback Steakhouse like a step up? Do you think? Texas Roadhouse is definitely a step up, right? What?
I mean, it's pretty similar food, I would say.
At Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I wouldn't call it like super high end steak we're getting.
It's a good place though.
Yeah, it's good. But I wouldn't call it like a really step up from like Chili's even.
Okay, maybe not like a
like I went there a couple weeks ago, Texas Roadhouse, and it's kind of like being at a Chili's.
I like the vibe at Texas Roadhouse more.
It's a good vibe.
I feel like the steaks are pretty good.
Yeah. They weren't bad
do
steaks.
like steaks.
I'm not saying they're bad.
Well, who would?
I don't know. Someone who doesn't like steak. Maybe a vegetarian or a vegan.
Yeah, I guess so.
Would you ever go vegan or vegetarian?
No. Definitely not vegan. Maybe vegetarian for like a couple days.
Flush out the system.
Yeah. Just a quick veggie rinse and then get back on the grind.
Yeah.
No. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I can maintain it. Especially vegan. Trying to find, reading
Meals?
labels and
Oh, yeah.
trying to be real nitpicky about everything. And like eggs are in this, so it's like you can't have it. And it's like, it just cuts out too many things, I think. For me.
Yeah, vegan would be too much. I had a board mission leader on my mission who they were vegan, and we would eat there like all the time because they were a ward mission leader. Actually, it wasn't that bad of stuff. A lot of soups. We had
I mean, I'm not saying the food tastes bad.
no, it'd
Like
be tough.
it tastes good for
Yeah.
sure if you know
Well,
some
if you
good recipes.
do it well.
Yeah. But it's just so easy
I mean,
just
we had
to
vegan fajitas. Replace the
What were
chicken
you-
with
was it
beans. They put
beans?
fajita seasoning in the and black beans.
tofu. Did you eat a lot of tofu there?
No,
Oh, interesting.
I don't like tofu.
I feel like that's a go-to for
Yeah,
vegetarians and
Yeah.
vegans.
I don't know.
Substitute that for meat. Oh well.
Well, my dad eats a lot of tofu. He likes it.
Tofu's good.
Well, I don't love it.
Well, can't please everyone, I guess.
No.
I don't know.
Just give me chicken,
Yeah.
I'll take the chicken.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
let's
What have we
go.
got?
What are
have
we
we got?
doing?
I feel like the juices are dying. Here.
Okay.
I feel like I'm slowing down a little bit.
Okay, let's hear it.
What do you mean? Let's hear. I just said the juices were dying down.
Yeah, so let's hear some. Let's get some bigger juice in here.
Okay, let's see. What can I think of that happened? Maybe some memories.
Maybe some
We used to go camping at Mutual Dell every year. Did we mention that before? I think it was in passing.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, I miss doing that.
Yeah,
It was a lot
that
of
was
fun.
I look forward to it every summer. I looked forward to it. Did I say look? I looked forward to it every
You
summer.
looked forward past tense because we
Yeah.
don't do it. Yeah, it
We
was a
don't do it anymore.
highlight
Yeah.
of the summer to
Couldn't
go
wait to do
camping
it.
for a couple of days.
Uh-huh.
Grandpa making pancakes and
Hot
bacon and
cakes.
eggs. Yeah,
Having
flapjacks.
bingo night.
Yeah,
It's always fun.
Uncle Farron
Yeah.
with his little tie and hat.
Yeah. Little sayings. Before, not after. I-18. Never been kissed, just badly slobbered on. Or was that I-16? I can't remember.
I don't know. I can't remember.
or I-19.
I don't remember a lot of those things, to be honest.
Yeah. We should get some. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
Find them out.
We should go camping again.
I think Brendan would probably know them all. He liked to repeat them.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Remember
Can we
when
go camping at Mutual Dell?
I think it's like
Because it's like a girls' camp. But
I think it is like a girls' camp thing. So I
so
don't.
we probably shouldn't.
I don't think we could. I mean, we could call and ask,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure what their availability is like. But do you remember when we buried the time capsule
Yeah.
under the
They had a playground there. Yeah.
in the sand?
Yeah.
I
It's
doubt
probably
it's
not
still
there.
there, but what if it was?
Because we were like
There's a-
fairly young, and we probably buried it an inch into the ground.
yeah, I mean, maybe 2 or 3. Come on. In
Maybe.
a Pokemon tin.
Yeah, we put some stuff in there.
I'm pretty sure that we put a couple Pokemon cards in there. Maybe
That would be worth.
What if they're worth some money?
Yeah.
We should go
I
dig 'em
mean,
up.
Speaking of that, I pulled some nice Pokemon cards this week.
Nice.
Got
From your Walmart packs?
Huh?
Like, did you buy 'em from Walmart?
no.
Or where'd you get these?
Well, actually, my buddy got them for me.
Oh, little gift.
Little gift. No, I mean I paid him back.
Oh,
It was like at a card shop.
so you're just too lazy to go to the store.
No, it's just that they weren't at my card shop.
Okay,
But-
continue.
I got a cheeky pull worth $100.
Whoa, what is it?
The Team Rocket's Mewtwo,
Whoa.
ultra rare.
Whoa. And it's mint 'cause you just pulled
Yep.
it? Dang. So it is $100.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely.
sick. Wow.
I could sell it right now.
How
for
much was the
100.
pack?
I mean, each pack's $5.
Dang. So you got.
Got.
Well, I mean, if we factor in all of the Pokemon cards you bought.
I could
But-
be breaking even. You
Yeah,
know,
maybe. But just off that one pack, $95 in profit at
Yeah.
least.
That means that's what 19 packs worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Reinvest.
That's right. It's a whole market out here in the Pokemon scene.
I saw actually like a YouTube short about it was like these grown men fighting over these like Pokemon sets at the
Mhm.
store. They first got released. It was like a big box of cards too.
Yeah, I've
And
seen those.
They're grabbing like 4 or 5 of
Pushing
them.
each other out of the way,
Yeah.
taking from each other's carts.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big scene
Crazy.
to be part of.
It's weird that
Adrenaline rush.
why do you think things like that are becoming like this highly sought after like money gouging?
Well, I think it started 'cause like they re-released this set called 151,
Mm-hmm.
which had all the original 151 Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So that got people into Pokemon cards again
The
a bit more.
nostalgia.
Yeah. And then Pokemon came out with a app called Pokemon Pocket.
That's
know,
the one you pull
That's
cards
the one
on.
you pull cards virtually.
Nice.
So that got more people into it. And so when people got into it, it became a way for people to make money quickly off of it
Weird.
by scalping it and reselling it.
Since you're an expert in this field, do you also see this happening with like Yu-Gi-Oh or like the Harry Potter trading cards or
Not with those cards. They're not popular enough to scalp. Like you look on the shelves and there's sports cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards still on there. No Pokemon.
Dang.
There was this one card set called Lacronia? What's it called? I don't know. I don't know. It's some Disney or I don't know, some kind of Disney card stuff that was pretty popular.
Look like of princes and princesses.
Yeah, something.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called. Start with an L.
Yeah.
And
those are popular to scalp?
yeah.
Huh.
So I guess just whatever becomes popular, people will scalp and resell.
See, 'cause in the guitar world, there's this company called JHS, and they make guitar pedals primarily. And it's like they have a YouTube channel. The guy that owns the company is like a huge guitar nerd, and he owns like every pedal ever made, basically. And so he'll do like videos about the history of this pedal and like all the different iterations and how it's changed over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like when he does stuff like that or like reviews pedals, like the pedal prices on used sites go up a ton.
Because people are reselling.
Because he just reviewed it, and so now it's like
people want
popular again.
Yeah.
And like one time he did this review of like a really cheap distortion pedal and played it side by side with a really expensive one, and then the next day that cheap pedal is all of a sudden people are listing it for like $500
because they realize
because
he reviewed it and
he said
fine.
You can get the same tone out of this cheap one and you don't have to buy this really expensive one.
And then it turned it expensive.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. They just released like they only made so many copies of this new pedal that they're doing, and so I got one, and I was like, maybe I should have bought two. So I went back on to get one, but they were already sold out.
Yeah, you could have resold one.
Yeah. Well, if I don't like it when it gets here and I put it together, then I guess I'll just resell it.
Yeah.
But
for profit, scalping.
Yeah.
You turn into a scalper.
I'll do it. Well, I should have just bought two, dude. When I had the chance, I should have just bought two.
Mm-hmm.
I was literally thinking, I was like, I don't want to be that guy that's,
buys more than you need.
Yeah, buys more than I need and then rips other people off just so that they can have something that, is like somewhat rare. But now I'm like, I should have just done it. It's about me.
You can't join in.
I gotta take care of me first. And I need money.
Yeah.
Next time they do a limited release pedal, I'm gonna buy a couple.
Buy more
if I can.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we could afford a billboard.
Yeah, we might be able to.
Okay. That's the plan.
Sick. Well.
Running dry today.
Yeah.
Hey, I had the. Should we
let's pull out ChatGPT. Let's give it a shot.
ChatGPT, yeah.
While we were kind of going over topics to discuss before starting, Gage brought up maybe we should ask ChatGPT for ideas.
Michael was a little apprehensive.
I was a little like, I don't know.
Like, why not, right?
I use it for everything else. AI. See, I try to never use ChatGPT if I can.
It's a lifesaver in
Unless
school.
it's like a fun, like, throwaway chat, I guess.
Yeah. Nothing serious.
Yeah. But, like, when I actually need something at work or, like, if there's a coding issue or something, like, I try to figure it out first. I could make my life easier by using it probably, but...
Well, then you wouldn't learn, I guess.
I like the challenge.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, hit me with the topic here.
Okay, well, do you want everyday life with a twist? What if and absurd scenarios, pop culture and satire, random deep dives, games, challenges, and bits?
I'm thinking absurd scenarios or the like deep thoughts or whatever.
Okay, we'll start with.
That's what I gravitate to. That's what's calling to me.
We'll do what if and absurd scenarios.
Cool.
Pick a number 1 through 5.
3.
The worst superpower ever. Like, it gives an example. You can teleport, but only to Arby's.
That is actually a very powerful superpower.
I would use that all the time. What do you mean?
I'd save so much on gas money.
Yeah. But you'd lose it to Arby's.
Well, I spend the money on Arby's anyways.
Do you? You go to Arby's a lot?
Maybe like once every couple months.
That's a lot, yeah. So like 3 times a year?
I mean, yeah, maybe like 4 or 5 times a year, I guess.
Huh.
So maybe like,
I probably go once a year to Arby's.
Dude, I love the double beef and cheddar.
It is good.
It's so good. And the curly fry. And
Arby's is good. Like, people who say
it's underrated.
You don't like Arby's, you're lying.
Yeah.
Like, either you don't like Arby's or you're lying about it.
You don't
or either way. Wait, I got that backwards.
You do like Arby's or you're lying about how you don't like
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. It is good. So stop hating on Arby's, everyone.
Yeah, it's good. But worst superpower ever.
What is the worst superpower ever? I can only think of good ones. I thought this isn't like a super cool one, but if every time you pooped you never needed to wipe.
Hey, you could make that happen. I mean, it's called a bidet.
No, but no cleanup.
No cleanup.
If you had no bidet, no wipes, no toilet paper, no nothing, but you're just clean, ready to go.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
That would be awesome.
Save a lot of time.
That is a good superpower, though. So doesn't fit the criteria here. But it is kind of lame because it's like you got bit by a radioactive spider and now you can have clean poops.
Yeah. Radioactive
Where you
Diaper.
yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah. Okay. So what about you? Bad
Worst
superpower.
Bad superpower, probably.
An absurd superpower.
Yeah, we can go absurd.
Just like it's
Something.
not really a superpower, but it's kind of cool, I guess.
Let's see. I guess I can't come up with one.
Being able to see yourself in the third person every once in a while.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, you'd never need a mirror. You could just like zoom out of your head and
third person would you just see yourself from the back, or you can rotate the camera all the way
yeah,
around.
you can rotate the camera like in Minecraft.
So being able to like have different camera angles of yourself.
Uh-huh. And that way, if you were like in a sketchy situation, you could also like check behind you real quick, you know?
Yeah.
Look around corners.
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
Oh, that's actually like a really good superpower. Never mind.
You could peek, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you really need that in your day-to-day life, but
no, I don't need to
be handy if you're like playing hide and go seek or something.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're in a hide and go seek club or something. Be cheating though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they never know. It's your superpower.
Yeah. I'd probably have like beverages come out of my fingers.
What?
You know, so you wouldn't. You just like
suck on your finger and you get water.
Get water out of one. Get some like I don't know, soda out of another.
Oh, that'd be dangerous.
Maybe a condiment.
I'd be drinking a lot of soda.
Yeah,
it was just readily available.
You just be sucking on your finger.
Yeah.
You'd be like, why are you?
That's an interesting one. That's absurd.
That is absurd. That is absurd. But convenient.
Very
you wouldn't need to carry a water bottle around?
Yeah, never.
You just suck on your thumb.
If you went on hikes and stuff,
yeah,
never need water. Campouts.
Yeah.
If you're in a survival situation and you just had water, yeah.
Yeah. You survive forever. Kind of a life.
You just need food.
Yeah. That's true. Maybe chicken noodle soup coming out of one.
Just chicken broth.
Okay.
All right,
so these aren't really bad superpowers, though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, give us something to talk about, I guess.
Yeah. You want another one?
Yeah, sure.
You want a different topic, or
what were the topics again?
You wanted random deep dives for the other one.
Yeah, let's do a deep dive.
Okay, 1 through 5.
5.
Unnecessary products that actually exist. What are you thinking?
Condoms.
Condoms, unnecessary.
I'm just kidding. Very necessary.
Make up your mind, man.
I don't know. It popped into my head.
Yeah, funny. Very funny.
Not necessary products that exist.
Yeah.
My mind is just going through aisles of Walmart right now, just trying to think of something.
Like thumbtack? Wait.
Those.
I mean, thimble?
If you sew, they're pretty handy.
Who sews these days?
All the kids in those Chinese sweatshops.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?
They would probably like a thimble. I'm just kidding. They probably have sewing machines.
Yeah, let's talk more about these sweatshops. Just keep going down it.
Hey, I'm just saying, there's a market.
There is a market. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Necessary, very necessary for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, not for us, just for them.
Yeah.
So maybe it is, unnecessary here.
Yeah.
Unless you have.
I've never used one in my life.
I've used one a couple times.
I mean, I've put one on my thumb, but
but not to help you push
not
needles.
to help me. Yeah. No.
No, I've used it while sewing before, fixing buttons and fixing socks, mostly.
Nice.
Socks on my mission.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for the clarification.
You're welcome.
Haven't torn holes in your socks.
No, I have, but now
Off the mission.
I'm not limited to my MSF, so I can just buy more socks.
That's true. Yeah.
Socks aren't expensive anymore.
Yeah, it's not an inconvenience.
Yeah.
You can still afford food and get socks.
Actually, I would save up a bunch of MSF, but I would use it to buy books when we went to the Deseret book next to the temple on temple trips.
Oh, yeah.
In Portland. So, yeah, I got some sick church books.
I used some of it to buy Pokemon packs.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Yeah, I'm the same person.
Which is good.
That's good. Yeah. Keep to your roots, you know.
No way. What else did you buy with your MSF that wasn't?
That was pretty much it.
That was it.
Magic and Pokemon.
Yeah, I think it was mostly just books for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes not church books. I bought a copy of Paradise Lost once at a
What was that?
Goodwill. It's John Milton, dude. It's a classic.
I don't read a lot.
Well, it kind of is religious 'cause it's about the fall of Adam and Eve in epic poem style, and like the council in heaven and Satan being thrown out of heaven, and like the war. It talks about how angels were like ripping mountains out of the ground and throwing them at the demons.
Oh, dang. Wow.
Pretty awesome.
It's
Yeah. And then Michael, the archangel Michael, has a sword fight with Satan and like carves a chunk out of him.
Wow.
It's pretty sick.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe I should read it.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of tough to get to those points 'cause it's like, it was written in the 1600s and it's like an epic poem.
Oh, gosh.
And I think it was, oh wait, it might have been English originally. I'm not 100% sure on that. But, you know, it's an old-timey, you know,
yeah, English. Tough to understand.
Yeah. So it's a little tough to power through sometimes. But when you get to the good parts, it's awesome.
It's kind of epic.
Yeah.
Cool. So an unnecessary product. What about you? Me, books. Don't need them.
Unnecessary products, don't you? You know what? Probably short glasses.
Short glass.
Yeah, like, you know, cups in your cupboard.
Oh.
Why aren't they just all the same size? Just standardize it.
For like whiskey drinkers. Little shot.
Wouldn't they want the bigger one anyway? I mean, you can fill up the big one, not very much. Why do you need a short one?
'Cause then it's just like you got this big cup with like this little little liquid.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I think it's unnecessary.
I don't know. What if you just want like a little bit of lemonade?
Just fill up the cup a little.
Yeah, but doesn't.
Problem solved.
I don't know.
And that way, if
Okay.
you want more, it's easier to top off.
How little of a cup?
Like they have like the 8-ounce ones and then like the 16-ounce ones, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just do 16-ounce.
Okay.
Or just do 8-ounce, and then you just have to get up more often.
Yeah.
Make America fit again.
Yeah. That's
Gotta walk back to the fridge every 8 ounces of soda you drink.
Soda, yeah. Well, water.
Nah,
Okay.
people are drinking soda.
I guess. That's an unnecessary product.
Yeah. Oh, soda is an unnecessary product, I guess. If you really think about it. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
I'll take a Coke. I'll take a cherry Coke
It's
anytime.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of unnecessary, things.
Yeah, when you really think about it. Bed sheets?
Yeah, I don't need
the
them.
top sheet.
Yeah.
Don't need that.
No.
Get rid of that.
You just need the floor.
Yeah, or just like a go, Japanese style. Just roll out.
Just a mat.
Roll out like the thick mat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like a top
Space
sheet,
saver
though.
too. You like top sheets? Nah, I can't do it. I like to feel the blanket.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. Doesn't feel the same. No.
Okay.
I like to just be on the blanket.
Yeah, but what if you get too hot? Then you just have a blanket.
Just throw the blanket off or get a thinner blanket.
A top sheet.
Usually, I'm just under a bunch of blankets anyways.
What?
Like multiple blankets. Like I sleep
Oh.
under multiple blankets.
Okay.
I like to be warm.
Yeah,
when
you
I
run
sleep.
cold.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like a top sheet.
Have you ever slept in the sun, like in a sunspot, coming through the window?
Yeah.
It's so nice.
It is nice.
It's the best nap in the world.
If your house is cold, yeah.
Yeah, I would Sunday afternoon, when I was like in high school, find a sunny spot, take a nap.
Yeah. Kind of
Every
like
Sunday.
walk in circles like a dog, and then just kind of curl up.
Yeah, and stretch out. Do the whole cat thing.
Yeah.
Dude, they know what's up.
Uh-huh.
It really is like the best. It's a great nap. If you haven't done it,
I
try
haven't
it.
done it since I was a kid. When I was
Oh, it
on the
feels
floor
so
all
good.
the time. But
And it sucks 'cause we don't really get good sunspots here.
well,
during
what you
Sunday
should do is
afternoons.
get a sunroof in your house.
Yeah, see, we rent, and so
Okay.
I don't think the landlords would be cool with that.
Make your own then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
Get
wouldn't be.
No, get a space heater. Hook it up to the ceiling. Maybe get like a screen that shows the outside.
I like the natural power of the sun, man.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Gosh, is this even good? Should we just delete this whole thing?
It's a little low energy.
I know. Ugh.
But that doesn't make it bad.
I mean, it might not be entertaining, though. You know?
Talk about Pokemon cards. That's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Right?
For some.
For most.
I don't know. I just feel bad if we're delivering, like, poor quality product, you know?
Yeah, but you got to get the pour out sometimes to know what really can be good.
Did ChatGPT tell you that?
I just looked that up. Yeah. I just asked ChatGPT for some inspiration.
I guess that's true. I try to do the same thing with music, but I usually don't record the songs that I think are bad.
I don't think this is bad.
It's not
a little
bad.
Low energy.
Maybe I'm just getting in my head.
Yeah, you always do that.
I don't know. You know, I just like to know when I feel like I'm in the zone, then I know it's good. But I'm not in the zone.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's bad.
Yeah.
Even though it might not be.
Yeah, I kind of feel out of the zone too. How can we get into the zone?
How do we get into the zone? How do we reach the flow state?
That's the big question.
That's the big question.
That's what people have been asking for thousands of years.
Yes.
How do we get into this flow state?
I don't know. It just comes sometimes and it doesn't come other times. Maybe it's the yin and yang. All right. Okay.
That's the secret to the flow state.
It's a yin yang.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're on the black side, sometimes you're on the white side.
Uh-huh.
It's the duality of man.
Okay.
The duality of creativity.
Okay. What are you getting at?
I don't know. I'm just trying to get somewhere, but I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah. The flow state.
Which is maybe just a metaphor for life, you know, when you really think about it.
Yeah. Trying to get to that flow state.
Oh, stupid.
Stupid.
Yeah. No, just what I said was stupid. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Let's do another topic.
Okay.
Let's do one from pop culture and satire.
Okay.
Pick a number. 1 through
4.
4. Fake celebrity gossip headlines.
What?
That's a bad one. Pick another number.
1.
1. The worst movie pitches you can think of.
I don't know. They're making so many bad movies that I don't know how you can make it worse.
There's already plenty out there, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of movies lately.
Yeah, I haven't gone because they've all sucked.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
We'll do what your favorite TV show characters would be like as roommates.
My favorite TV show characters. Let's see. Oh, Aang. He'd probably be a pretty decent roommate.
Yeah,
he's
fun.
pretty chill. Yeah.
He's a child, though.
I mean, he grows up.
Yeah.
Eventually. Well, and also he's like 500 years old, technically.
That's true. He's
So,
in ice.
Yeah. So he'd probably be a pretty decent roommate.
Yeah, fun to be around.
Yeah. You have cool little tricks with his airbending.
Yeah.
What could you
He's
do?
also the Avatar, so
Oh,
that's cool.
dude, anytime it gets like steamed up in the bathroom and the fan can't handle it from like showers and stuff, he could just blow it out the window.
Or if it like you
or
drop
when you're
a
cooking,
giant
smell of bacon or something,
you don't
out
like
the
that?
window. Not in the whole house.
No, gets on your clothes.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
that. So if you could
Yeah.
channel it out, that'd be really handy.
Yeah. He'd be handy like if you're getting mugged, he can fight pretty well.
Yeah, that's true. I've never gotten mugged
Okay.
though.
Neither have I. Knock on wood.
Yeah, there's no wood here. Little joke for the camera.
Bad joke.
That was a pretty good joke, I think. I've never been mugged, but I have had guns pulled on me.
Okay.
They've never wanted money though.
Just like to get off their property or something.
Yeah. And one time we were just walking down the street and then 2 guys kind of were walking past us, and kind of we were crossing a T intersection, and so we were going one way, and then the people were going the other way, and I heard them say, "Oh, hey, I think that's him," and so one of them was like, "Hey, yo, what's your name?" And I was like, "Oh shoot, I hope he doesn't know I'm Michael Taylor." But as he said that, he like grabbed the butt of a gun under his sweatshirt, and so I was freaking out.
Yeah,
that was scary. He didn't know Michael Taylor, thankfully.
That's good.
So he was
wait,
like,
this was on your mission?
Yeah.
And you guys were in
good old Gresham.
And you guys were in like proselyting clothes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was dark outside. It was winter time, so I had a jacket on.
Oh.
So I'm sure to him it just looked like, guy with a jacket and dark pants.
He was talking about your companion, though. He was like looking at you.
He was looking right at me. My companion at the time was kind of an airhead, and so he didn't really realize what was going on.
You want a pamphlet? You want I want a Book of Mormon.
Yeah, thankfully he didn't try and spark a conversation. But I was like, dude, did you see that? He was like, he could have shot at us. And he was like, what? Really? No way. There was another time, same companion.
Hey, ignorance is bliss. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
until he got shot.
Yeah.
Until you get ignorance is bliss until you get shot,
Yeah, I don't know. He dealt with some anxiety issues. He was like a what do you call it? He was like a short-term missionary. Oh. It was like a trial for him.
Okay.
Like, we'll see if you can handle it. Like he lived in like Olympia or something, which was like 3 or 4 hours away.
With the gods?
No, that's Olympus, I thought.
Oh,
Mount Olympus. So yeah, it'd be like if someone lived in Logan and came down to the Orem mission for 2 transfers.
Okay.
To see if they could do it.
Yeah.
So anyways, one time we were walking past an apartment complex, and it was past like the entrance where cars go in and out, and there's a big speed bump maybe like 20 feet into like the parking lot, and this car comes flying down and hits the speed bump, and I kid you not, I saw the whole undercarriage of the car and like all 4 wheels. It like popped up so high. And so I freaked out, and I just start sprinting to get out of the intersection, and I like trip and fall, and I look back, and Hollingsworth, this guy, hands in his pockets, whistling, just walking, car slams like on the brakes like right next to him, and he just looks over, just keeps walking. I just started laughing. I was like, are you kidding me? Did you not hear them hit the speed bump?
Ignorance is bliss until you get hit by a car,
It truly is. Gosh, I hope he ended up getting a mission call and going out, so I hope he survived.
Nice. Yeah, hopefully he's good, man. A lot of dangerous situations he's unaware of.
Yeah. It was crazy. He was just unfazed.
Okay.
Until he was off his meds. Then he was phased by everything.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Because there was one night when we were walking around, and I was like, he just wasn't acting normal. And so I was like, dude, are you okay? He was like, well, I haven't had meds since yesterday. I ran out, but we didn't have time on P-Day to go to the pharmacy, so I was just like, we'll just get them next week. I was like, dude, are you for real?
Let's go.
No, we're going to go home. You call who you need to call. Like, let's make sure you get your freaking meds, dude. Like, it's not going to do us any good if you're freaking out all night.
Yeah. Well, maybe survival rate would go up, though.
Yeah. He might not have gotten shot, but, I mean, that was once that whole transfer.
Yeah, so. Okay. That's crazy.
There was one time we went back for a return appointment, though, and the apartment complex was taped off because someone got murdered.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That was nuts.
Huh.
Hopefully not the guy we were going back to see, but we never saw him again, though, so
yikes.
I don't know. But most likely he just ghosted us because he wasn't interested. Hopefully.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
There was one time, this wasn't on my mission, but when I would deliver, like, meds, I would go to this apartment complex to deliver to this one guy. And, like, one day, I show up in one of the apartments across from his building. It's, like, all black. And, like, it's boarded off because, like, there'd been a fire in there. She's like, oh, wow. And it smelled like smoke, like it was recently even too.
Was it, like, totally burned down?
No, 'cause...
Still standing?
Yeah, because the complex was... No, 'cause he was still living there. Like, but the...
just the one building?
Just the one building across from him.
Unit, I guess?
Yeah. Just, like, all black.
Dang.
Right there. Yeah. Kind of crazy.
We had a missionary apartment burned down.
Really?
Because someone threw their, like, bag in front of the vent. and then turned up the heat.
That's in the mission videos. Don't do that.
Well, he didn't watch that one.
He didn't watch that. Or
maybe it wasn't out yet. Was it the safety zone videos?
Safety zone, yeah.
Okay.
That was in one.
Maybe that's in the safety zone because of that guy.
Maybe. Yeah. Holy cow.
Because safety zone didn't come out for like a year after.
Oh wow. Yeah. I remember that from the videos.
Dang. Yeah, I'm trying to think of. One time, this was a cool story. We met this guy. He let us in and we start chatting. And he told us about how he was a pilot. And in the 70s, he would fly to Mexico and then smuggle back a bunch of marijuana.
Wow.
Into the United States. He's flying to San Diego and then distribute it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
Like a lot of money.
And he showed us a bunch of pictures and stuff. And he said that there were people from Netflix coming to talk to him about doing like a documentary. I don't know how true that was, but
it's like they're gonna bring him to jail. Like what?
I mean, statute of limitations. It had almost been 50 years, you know.
That's true.
But I mean, it was. He said he did it pretty consistently for like 7 or 8 years, and he could do like 100 or 200 pounds every trip, and he'd be doing trips like all week for a couple months at a time.
See how much he made?
I mean, a lot, I'm guessing. But he lived in a 1-bedroom apartment when we found him, so
he spent it all.
He probably spent it all.
Yeah.
Probably didn't save and invest.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like the type.
But yeah, he had some cool pictures of him in Mexico with his plane and
flying with the marijuana.
Just hanging out with buddies and stuff on the beach.
Wow.
Yeah, he was just a bum who had a plane.
Living the life.
Basically.
Found out he could smuggle
marijuana into the U.S.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. He was a cool guy.
That's cool.
There's so many crazy people.
I'm trying to think.
There was another time, same area. We get into this guy's apartment. His friends are over. One of them's playing Fortnite. They're all just ripping bongs. The whole living room was a cloud. It was like walking into a cloud. That's how much they were like smoking. And so, and someone was Facebook live streaming our visit. Like their phone was set up and like we could see ourselves in there, and there was like comments and reactions coming up.
Nice. Hey. Publicity.
Yeah. Made a little wave to the camera.
What's up?
We might have gotten a little bit of contact high.
Yeah.
Because the next guy we talked to like a couple floors down. We just kept knocking the apartment complex. We ended up talking to this guy for like 30 minutes about the moon.
And you don't remember that?
No, I do remember that. We just talked about the moon for 30 minutes. I don't remember exactly. He showed us some pictures of the moon that he had taken, and I mean, I don't know exactly what a high feels like, but if I've ever been high, that might have been a time.
Yeah.
Talking about the moon.
Yeah.
With some random guy.
Yeah. Yeah. We had this guy who he was, I think, growing weed in his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a little off. And he, like, I don't know, he was probably our age-ish. But he was like, you know, guys, I'm like 70% sure I was not involved in the murder of my cousin.
What?
To us. And we were like, 70%, huh? It's pretty high. Oh, no. I guess
70% sure he's not.
Yeah, he's not involved. So 30%.
So what's the 30% holding us back?
Yeah, what's going on here? We're like, okay.
That's crazy.
Pass them off to the YSA elders.
You guys got it.
You got him. Yeah.
Nuts.
So he was kind of crazy.
Yeah, in Oregon it was, I don't know if it's the same in Missouri, but in Oregon it was legal to just grow your own. If you want it. So like we'd go up to like people's doorsteps and there'd just be like a little pot there with it growing out of it.
Interesting. Maybe it was.
I have a picture of one.
Nice.
Yeah. It's like if someone had like a basil plant on their porch.
Yeah. Just pick the leaves and
yeah. Like, thank you.
That's free pickings for you.
So yeah. Another guy told us he was Jesus.
Oh. Did you believe him?
No. I asked him if he would sign my copy of the Book of Mormon, though.
Did he perform any miracles for you?
No, he didn't.
Did you ask him to?
Well, he was getting a little heated with us. Wow. Maybe I shouldn't. Well, he probably had like some sort of Parkinson's or something because he was shaking a lot. And so this is really mean, but he was mean to us. And so I was like, dude, if you're Jesus, make your hand stop shaking.
What do you say to that?
That was a low blow, but
what do you say to that?
I can't stop shaking my hand like this because I jerk off so much. That's what he said.
He got you.
So we were like, all right, okay.
Touche, you know?
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, sir.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe sometimes I think about that. What if Jesus did come? And
I mean, it doesn't really seem like something Jesus would say, but
yeah, I'm not saying this guy was Jesus, but I'm just saying, like, what if Jesus did come and I just totally like
just dissed him?
Dude, you're not Jesus. Shut up.
Yeah, why don't you heal your hand? Yeah, that'd be a bad look for you.
Yeah. A little worried about that. Hopefully Jesus doesn't come unexpectedly to me. I feel like he'd have a few other people to visit before he got to me if he did come down. I don't know, maybe the Pope? The prophet of our church?
Yeah.
I mean, he'd probably get them together.
He'd probably visit the sick and afflicted before.
Yeah, I'm not sick or afflicted.
Okay.
So, I mean, right now.
Yeah, maybe you will be.
No, I mean, yeah, well, anyways. There you have it. A couple of stories. I mean, we're a little over an hour.
I think that's good then. I think we wrap it.
Should we call it?
Yeah, I don't have much else to say, clearly.
Yeah.
Give us an outro, please.
Give us an outro?
Yeah. I did the intro, you give the outro.
Dude, I don't know. It just sounds so corny to me to try and do that.
Well, it doesn't have to be like
Thank you for joining us on this episode of The Cousin Couch.
Something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us this week. We had a blast.
On the
Cousin Couch.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Oh my God.